Hi guys, today we're going to be reviewing Warhammer Underworld's Nightvault. But first of all, I want to say a huge thank you to my YouTube channel sponsors, Goblin Gaming. If you check the description box down below, you'll find a direct link to their web store, and every time you purchase something from that direct link, it greatly helps my YouTube channel, so please use the link in the description box below. Okay guys, so the first thing I want to say about this box set is it is absolutely amazing. I know I'm a huge miniatures fan, guys, and I get very excited over new miniatures and new releases, but Nightvault is very special for me personally. I think Games Workshop have done a tremendous job on this game, and we're going to talk about it a little bit in this video. But first of all, as you can see, we've got some beautiful artwork on the front of the box, and we can see the Briar Queen there, and then we can see the Stormcast Eternals at the bottom, and we can see some of the minions for the Briar Queen at the bottom there. Beautiful artwork. Now as we flip the box over, if I can just pan the camera up, help if I had it the right way round as well, we can see we have a Stormcast Curse Breaker, is it? And one of the that's the Briar Queen herself there, and it also shows you that these are push fit minis, so you don't need to glue them, although I highly recommend that you do glue them, because the last thing you want to do is be playing a game, drop a miniature on the floor and a part flings across the room and you can't find it. So I do recommend you glue them, but you don't have to, is what I'm trying to say. It also comes with all the cards that you need. It comes with a game board, all dice and everything else that you need to play the game. Now, I've already opened and built the miniatures from this game, and I've already taken the tokens off, so you'll see that they're empty throughout the box set, but I'll be showing you the miniatures fully built in a moment. So first of all, we've got a learn to play guide, and this is really straightforward to follow, guys. It's literally a few pages talking how to actually play, and then obviously we can see we have some beautiful painted miniatures from the Thorns of the Briar Queen and the Storm-sized Curse Breakers. Beautiful miniatures there. So just a few pages there. Now the actual rule book itself is not that thick at all, which I think is fantastic, and I did a written review recently and I compared it to chess. Realistically, guys, you don't need a huge thick rule book to play a good quality game. Chess, for example, has probably got 1 page of rules, and that's one of the best games of all time. So the fact that the rules are so tight on this game is fantastic. Then we have the actual board to play the miniatures on itself, and I'll just stop the camera and I'll set up the board so you can see how beautiful it looks. So here we can see we have the boards laid out. Now the boards are thick cardstock, which is nice, but I would love to see a premium edition of this box set. What I mean by that is I'd love to see mouse mat style game boards that won't deteriorate after many games of use, and instead of having card tokens, which I'll show you in a moment, having plastic tokens. So if there was a premium edition of this starter set, I think that would be a wonderful idea if Games Workshop did that. But as it stands, as you can see, the boards that you play your games on look absolutely beautiful, and as a bonus they're double-sided, which is really good. You can see here that you have these red squares, and this is like hazardous type terrain, and if you get knocked into one of those, you get points of damage taken off you. Here we have squares where you can't actually move in or get around, so that's classed as terrain. I think the boards are just fantastic. Another really cool thing about the boards is you can actually set them up in different orientations as long as the hexes match up. If I can just move my camera a moment, you can see that the hexes match up there, and you could play the boards like that. So that's another great design feature, and it makes games that you're going to play unique and different every single time you play, depending on how the boards are laid out. Here you can see that I've bought a beautiful case from Goblin Gaming, and this is great. I think not only does it keep all your miniatures nice and safe, but it's also designed perfectly to store all the tokens that you get in the Nightvault box set. So here we can see we have objective markers, a scatter marker, and some terrain pieces to set up on the board. And here we have, which is sort of like the winning conditions, or the tokens, or the currency, if you like, of the game. And how they work is, if, say for example, you kill another opponent's minion, you get one of these. And then the cool thing is, you can actually spend these tokens that you win on upgrades in the game for your fighters, like +1 attack or +1 defense, and so on and so forth. There's many different cards with different abilities that you can use. I'm not going to go into the whole game play, because it'll take me, you know, a good 20-30 minutes to go over everything. But just so you know that these are sort of like the currency. Then we have our dice. We have some really nice looking dice. Now, the blue dice are magic dice, the white dice are attack dice, and the black dice are defend dice. And you get quite a few dice in the set, enough to play the game, which is perfect. Here we have our turn tokens. Now, there's 3 rounds of the game, and you have 4 turns each, so there's 8 tokens here, I believe. There should be anyway. And you just flip them over once you've done your turn. So you have 4 turns per round. Here we have damage markers. So when your fighters take damage, you can put these on the card so you know exactly how much health they have left. Then we have the cards for the game, and here you can see we have cards for the Storm Sire Curse Breakers, and then we have cards for Thorns of the Briar Queen. But the really cool thing about this game is it's so good that you can literally use extra cards to change out the way you run your warband every single time. You can change out their upgrade cards, you can change out the cards that you use for conditions to win the game. I think it's brilliant. And like I say, every time you buy a box set of miniatures, they come with cards, and they also come with unique upgrade cards for your warband. And the box sets also come with cards that are not unique and can be used amongst other warbands. So the ability to customize your warband is almost limitless, because there's just so many cards. And I just think it's a wonderful design mechanic that Games Workshop have built into the game. Okay, so the game itself takes about 30 minutes to play each game, so it's a really quick game to play, and you can get many games in an afternoon, which is fantastic. I believe I went to a friend's house and I played from about 5 o'clock in the afternoon till about 10 or 11 on the evening. I was enjoying myself so much, and I think I got about 8 or 9 games, and I can't remember exactly, it might be a few more, but we got a lot of games in that great day of gaming. Okay, so let's go on to the meat of the box set for Nightvault, and we'll actually show you the miniatures. So here we can see we have the Stormcast miniatures, and how epic do they look, guys. Now again, another amazing feature about this box set is that the miniatures are so simple to put together. In fact, they're some of the most simple and cleverly designed miniatures that I've ever had the opportunity to work with. They also each come with a custom base with really nice design, like stonework, skulls, and that sort of thing, which again is a lovely little touch that Games Workshop didn't need to do. They could have just put plain old plastic bases in the boxes, but no, you've got really nice designed custom bases, which again I think is a great feature. Okay, we're going to come back with the Briar Queen warband, and here we have the Briar Queen's warband. And if you thought the Stormcast miniatures looked wonderful, have a look at these. They're just epic, guys. And the really cool thing about this game is that some of the warbands may have, you know, like 7 sort of miniatures, but the really powerful warbands, like the Stormcasts, for example, may only have 3 miniatures or 4 miniatures, and the game still seems really balanced. I played a game against the Goblins, for example, with my Stormcast, and I actually won them a few times, and they won me a few times. I think out of, say, 8 or 9 games, I probably won 2 or 3 games, and I lost the majority of games, which was probably about 7 or 6 games or so. But I'm a newbie, so, you know, I'm expected to lose. Well, that's what I keep telling myself anyway. But yeah, the game is just fantastic. It really is. And the value for money of this box set is truly phenomenal, guys. Not only have you got a game that you can play for a very, very long time and is designed to be played and upgraded as time goes by with different warbands, which are priced at just £14 on Goblin Gaming's website, guys. And just for example, you could pay £20 for one miniature for 40k, whereas you can get a whole warband, for example, and all the cards that you need to play with that warband for just £14. Like I say, Games Workshop, I just can't fault them on this box set at all. The only thing that I can fault, and it's not a fault really, because the value for money is so great, is, like I say, I'd love to see a premium edition where you get plastic tokens instead of card, and mouse mat boards instead of cardboard. But that's a small gripe, guys, what can I say? But I really want to hear your thoughts. I say it all the time, guys. I get, you know, maybe 1,000 views and maybe 2 or 3 comments. Put a comment below. Let others know, help people in the hobby community know how good of a game Underworlds is, Nightvault. Let others know what you think of the game if you play it, or even if you don't play it and you're interested in getting into it. I want to hear your thoughts. I really do, guys. I love reading all your messages. It really does perk up my day, reading messages. So thank you very much for taking the time out of your day to watch this video. Don't forget to check links for Goblin Gaming's web store, and I'll catch you in the next video.